We're here in Costa Rica serving among those who are trapped in the bondage of addiction and consumed with despair. And it wasn't all that long ago that I was in the same place, struggling, broken, and without hope.
He's awakening the hope in me by calling forth my destiny. He's breathing life into my soul. I will thirst
For years I tried to help David, but his choices continued to take our family to the dark and dangerous place. It was then that I knew that I had to let go and give it to God, and He could intervene for our family. We had been married for 8 years when David went into the U-Turn for Christ program. Kel was only 3 months old.
When I walked away from Eva that day, I felt like I was never going to see my family again. I thought my life was over and I had destroyed it.
But God is a God of miracles.
God used the ministry of U-Turn for Christ to heal my heart, to restore my soul, and to reconcile our family. And He didn't do that just so that we could live happily ever after. He did it so that we could be a witness, to be a testimony of His grace, of His glory, and the power of His reconciliation in all of our lives.
So that's what we're doing. Our purpose and our vision comes from Isaiah 58.
In verse 6 and 7 it says, "Is this not the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out? When you see the naked, that you cover him, and not hide yourself from your own flesh."
It continues in verse 10. "If you extend your soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul, then your light shall dawn into the darkness, and your darkness shall be as the noonday."
In verse 12 it says, "Those from among you shall build the old waste places. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations, and you shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in."
For the past year and a half, we've been ministering to and serving the homeless and the destitute on the streets of Oaxaca. Every Friday night, we serve a meal and pray with and share with the men, women, and children that attend the feeding. In March of 2013, David had the opportunity to take over a ministry called Casa de Amor. Casa de Amor is a Christian discipleship program for men struggling with addiction.
Casa de Amor has helped countless men by freeing them from the bondage of addiction through Jesus Christ. It was in operation for 7 years and was shutting down, but God gave us the opportunity to step in so that the doors wouldn't close. We currently disciple 8 men in the house that we have right now, but due to limited space can't grow any further. We receive inquiries daily though for men and their families who are trying to get men, their husbands, their sons into the program. One thing that you as supporters can be praying for is a new location for us. We have the ability to expand, we have the ability to increase our numbers by double, but we don't have the space for that.
We are so excited to be able to serve the Lord as His hands and feet here in Oaxaca. And we're equally as excited that you are able to come alongside us and support us in this great adventure.
Your prayers and financial support are a sweet aroma of sacrifice whose value cannot be measured. To continue supporting us or to partner with us, go to Mission586.org. You can also go to c10.org/David Daniel.